If you've ever thought about owning a security system, but you've been a bit overwhelmed about the idea of all the different things that you're going to need to learn and get it to make it all work, then potentially this solution that I'm about to show you from Reolink is one that you should be checking out. This is the Reolink 2 Argus security camera, and the other part, the solar panel that goes with it, is potentially the solution that you need that will help you get over the line. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean, and in this video, which is a little bit different, we're going to be taking a look at this security product from Reolink, the Argus 2 security camera and the solar panel. We're going to unbox everything, go through what's included, talk about some of the features, and then as quick as possible, we're going to get it set up so you can see some sample footage and then also see how the app works on an iPhone. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, get subscribed. And if you have any comments or questions about this video as well, let me know in the comment section down below. So now that's all said and done, let's begin. So as previously mentioned, we're going to be taking a look today at a product from Reolink. This is the Argus 2 security camera. One of the big features for me is the fact that this is a completely wireless system, so it has a built-in rechargeable battery, and it's also got built-in Wi-Fi, so it can connect to your existing network. I think it's a safe assumption that most of you have Wi-Fi already, and the price for this guy is only about $99 in the US, which in Australia converts to about 130 to 140, depending on the place that you're buying it from. So some of the other really cool features about this camera is that it's got 1080p full HD video recording capability. You can put a micro SD card into this thing as well, and also you can back it up to the Reolink cloud service if you want to. It's rated for IP65, which is weatherproof. It's not waterproof, but it will withstand obviously a bit of water and moisture, sun, dust, dirt, that kind of stuff, so you can put it outside. It also has a night vision capable sensor, so you can see things obviously in the dark, which is quite important, and then obviously the battery can be recharged by micro USB or through the actual solar panel. Now let's go ahead and unbox it so you can see actually what comes included. So packaging wise, it's quite nice. It's just a little, nice black box. You'll have here a little documentation package that says be prepared, be Reolink, so that's pretty cool. So that will have some of the steps that you need to take to get it all set up. This particular device is really recommended that you pair it with the app for your iPhone or your Google Android based phone. You can also look at the camera through the Windows or Mac operating systems, but for today's video, I'm going to be doing everything on an iPhone. Other than that, you obviously have a battery here, so I'm going to try and do a lot of this on camera. So this is the battery that slots into the back of the camera. So it says on here 3.6 volts, 5200 milliamp hours, which is actually a pretty decent battery. So that will just slot into the back of the camera. And then we have here the camera itself. So camera wise, it's not too big, not too small. It's pretty discreet. It's nothing that's going to be really noticeable from the outside, depending on how you're mounting it, obviously. And then obviously you've got on the base here two little screw holes, so you can actually screw this into the outside of your home or wherever you're going to be putting it. It's not necessary, but it's definitely a good thing to have, is those wall mount options. And then on the actual side of it, you've got some little silicone, I guess, seals here. Let me try and get this open. And this is basically where you have the option to put in a micro SD card to sort of record locally, which is a great feature. Moving on, we've got a little strap here. So if you need to strap it to something to give it some extra support, you can do that. I guess that's the idea. You've got here a little USB cable to recharge the battery. That's if you're not using the solar panel. So if you just want to plug it into a USB outlet to do that, you can definitely do that. You've got some of the wall mounting clips and kit and all the little wall plugs that you kind of need. I dropped something else here. This is one of the little, I think it's a little hook that goes onto the back of the silicone piece. Geez, that was a good catch. So I'm going to give that one away. This is the screws and the wall plugs for the plaster, gyprock. This is pretty cute. This is a little silicone cover that goes over the camera with a little hood here as well, so it just gives it some extra protection, especially if it's getting wet or it's in a place that it can get wet easily, like under a gutter or something. So that's pretty cute. I like the little hood on it. And then this is the little base. So I guess the idea here, I'll give you the box, is that this part here could also mount to your wall, and then the camera would screw on it, and then you can sort of, with the ball head, just adjust it and then tighten it as you need. So if we loosen that right up, you can see here that it has, you know, a pretty good range of motion. So depending on where you're mounting it, you should be able to get it in the right angle. Now this here is the Reolink Solar Panel to go with the camera. I think you can use this with other Reolink products as well, but this retails for $29 US on the Reolink website, or in Australia it's about $35 to $40. You can get it in a package bundle as well, depending on the website you're buying from. I looked on eBay quickly and I saw that this was going together for about $150 Australian, which is a pretty decent saving if you buy both of these. Main feature about a solar panel, I'm just going to get this quickly out of the box, is that it's obviously just going to run on solar energy, which means it takes the hassle out of having to plug in a cable to the actual camera itself to charge that battery. So the idea is, obviously you've got the same sort of manual here, but then the solar panel, you know, you would mount this maybe on your roof and then run the cable into the camera directly. And so on a sunny day, it's charging the battery up, but then on cloudy days, the camera can run off the battery by itself. So the solar panel here, I'm going to pull this out. You've got the same sort of mounting hardware, so the same little base with the little adjustable ball head to mount the solar panel. So personally, I think you just need to get creative with the mounting, because everyone's home and where they're putting it would be a little bit different. But in my mind, you'd be putting this maybe on the roof of your house facing up like a solar panel should, and then running the cable maybe through the ceiling down into the camera. So the cable that you've got here is pretty long. It doesn't actually say on the outside of the box, but I'll expect this cable to be at least 5 meters, maybe more. Maybe 3 to 5 meters is a pretty safe bet. The max power that it gives is 3.2 watts, 6 volts, and max current in is 530 milliamps. So I guess if you consider this in partnership with the battery, it's definitely going to be powerful enough. The base here, you know, you've got a little screw mount, so you can go ahead and obviously put that base in wherever you want it. It's very thin, it's very light. Very unobtrusive. You've got the Reolink logo on the top there. This is also a IP65 weatherproof, so if you want to put it outside, it will withstand some moisture, some rain, things like that, but maybe don't put it somewhere where it's going to be getting wet constantly, as that may affect the performance of the solar panel. Now, just to make, I guess, this video as quick and to the point as possible so you can understand the features and how it works, I've already gone ahead on the App Store on my iPhone 11 here and downloaded the Reolink app. There is a Google Android version, I think there's a Windows Microsoft Store version, and also a Mac download for you guys on desktops as well. So in the Reolink app, it will suggest that you register and create an account, which I've already done, doesn't take very long. You put in your email address, set a password, verify it, and then you're basically in. Once you're in the app, you have here a devices section. The dashboard is quite nice. And then up in the top right corner, you've got a plus button where we can go ahead and it says Reolink would like access to the camera. Press OK, and then there was a QR code on the actual camera itself that we scan to sort of start that pairing process. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut here. I'm just going to go ahead and get everything paired, and then I'm going to come back to you guys to show you how the rest of the app works, and then we'll get into the sample footage. Okay, so I went ahead and followed the instructions with the camera to get it paired to the app on my iPhone 11, and honestly the whole process took about 2 minutes. It wasn't really that hard at all. You scanned a QR code, you put in the battery, you listen to the voice prompts on the camera, you followed the instructions on the screen, then eventually the camera needs to scan the QR code on the app, and then miraculously everything just works. Once that part is done, it will ask you if you want to, give the camera access to your mobile phone to like save some of the recordings if you want to do that. But other than that, you can then go ahead and look at the live stream of the actual security camera. We changed the setting to 1080p straight away. And now what you can see is the footage that you're getting from the Reolink security camera. So in comparison, this is the Sony a7S II with a 24mm to 70mm lens, which is got a pretty good wide angle. But then the Reolink with 130-degree field of view, 1080p footage. I actually think it looks really good. And right now, Alexandria is actually holding the camera, just, trying to be as still as possible. There's currently no cables going into it. This is all being captured using screen recording on my phone to sort of show you what the video quality will be, but also just to demonstrate the capability of this camera and the fact that this is happening all completely wireless. On the front of the camera, there is a little blue dot to tell me that it is recording or capturing footage. And on the app, there is a bunch of features there, so you can do things like two-way audio. So hypothetically, if someone had come to the front door to say, hey, I've got a package for you, you could say, yeah, just leave it at the front doorstep and I'll be there in a moment. And then that way you don't have to have that, I guess, human interaction, especially during this current coronavirus situation. You don't really want to have to come into contact with people like couriers or visitors if you don't need to. And this camera sort of helps still give you a way of communicating with that person. So overall, I actually think if we go back to the Sony a7S II and then back to the Reolink, you can see the quality for a security camera that's completely wireless is actually really, really good. Let me know what you guys think. But now we're going to move on. I'm going to grab the solar panel. We're going to plug that in and just see how that works as well. Okay, so now what you can see is that outside we've got the solar panel connected, tethered into the camera. The camera is obviously pointing out, so you can see, I guess, the field of view from our balcony and just sort of get an idea of how wide it is. But something that is pretty cool is that on the app, it does recognize that the camera is getting fed power from the solar panel. There's a little sun icon, which I'm assuming is it recognizing the solar panel is there. But on the front of the camera, that little blue LED just sort of show that the power is, I guess, running to it, would actually change to orange when it actually is being charged by solar energy. Unfortunately, today it's a bit cloudy and the sun is also on the other side of our apartment building, so it's probably not going to get a lot of energy. But I guess, in all honesty, for the value of $130, $140, to get a kit like this that can be connected, I guess, really, really easily to your Wi-Fi, and then really it's a one-step system. You just have to either recharge the battery every couple weeks. The app will tell you when the battery is running low, or you can pair it with the solar panel, and it's really like you never have to think about it ever again. The app will notify you if it's dead or if it's not working, if it's not connecting. There's lots of options in terms of the way you want to back up the footage, either to a micro SD card or to a cloud service that Reolink can set you up with. So it's a very, very versatile little system. I personally don't have any complaints about it at all. The little silicone cover that protects it from the water is really nice. All the actual different accessories that you get included to mount it to the wall is really cool. The wall plugs all come included, so you don't have to go out and buy any other extra accessories. The cable length, I said 3 or 5 meters, it's actually 4 meters, so that's great. And all in all, I can't really hate on this product at all. I'm actually going to be gifting it to a friend of mine, as they have a place that they can probably utilize it over in Perth, Western Australia, where it's hot and sunny all of the time. But other than that, guys, let me know what you think of this particular product. There's 1,000 other features to go into that I'm just not going to get to in this video specifically. If you want to follow up and you want to see more content like this, though, please let me know, as there's things like, you know, the motion sensing capability, the night time, I guess, footage that you can capture with this device. So there's heaps to go into, and hopefully Reolink can keep sending me cool products like this to check out. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.